Look where it's coming from. Coming straight from here. Straight from here. Well, I've been having a problem with this Mercedes C300 2011. On the passenger side, I found a whole bunch of water. Some people say that the vent, the water go through the vent. I'm gonna show you that this one, in this case, is not. So in order for me to get all the water out, it have this specific car have like these things right here, covers or whatever you want to call them. So I took it out of here and I let the water go out. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. If not, or at least to see where the water is coming from, because to me it started when it rained. That's when I saw it. But the thing that I don't like and concerns me a little bit is that it had a lot of wires here. So having water inside here is not a good thing, and also have wires in the back seat as well. So I'm gonna pour some water in the vents here, because some people said that in the vents, like if it clogged up, it will overfill and go through the front. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like. There you go. I'm gonna pour some water in here. Through there. I already took the cover. If you can see, I don't know if you can see the process there. So where the water is going through the vent, and what's happening is the water will get collected, and watch. It comes through there. Too much water came through here, and somehow it did not drain all the way back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the car the other way around to see if he's able to go through. So some people said that the water might come from the top, so I'm gonna check here. I don't know what they're talking about, because it seems like this is completely like sealed and everything. So if you can see from the top, see it's a piece of plastic there, and that's the one that you see when I pour water here. It goes to, when I pour water on the top here, sorry for the light, it goes through the back. So let me pour more water on top here. See if you can see, there's no water coming in the back now. Everything's coming here. It's coming through there. So that tells me that if anything, it was too much water coming through here. Let's see, how does it look now? I don't see any water, but so far I don't see any water coming in. So, and like I say, if you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the car is like leaning the opposite like that. So for some reason, what I noticed is that since it's inclined, this drain or whatever you want to call that, it was filling up real fast. So maybe that was overfilling and somehow getting in the car that way. So, but one thing you can probably do, if you're not a mechanic like me and you don't want this to happen, get yourself a cover, buy yourself a cover, and park with the front, like if it's a little hill, towards the higher side. Park the front of the car towards the higher side, because if you notice, when I pour water the way it is, since gravity is going like this, so the car right now is parked like this. So trying to park the front like this, that way it's better for the car, I guess. Water circulation. And what you can probably do is get yourself a cover for your vehicle. That way, like if it rains, just the water, like the cover will help. And another thing you can do if you don't want to buy the cover, you can expose the area. I mean, I wouldn't recommend to do that, but I guess it's better than get electrocuted or mess up the wires. I will leave those things open in case the water gets in there. You have a way to drain. The only bad thing about that is like animals can probably come in somehow, or you know, in case you go through water or whatever, maybe water come in too. That's the downside for it. But I mean, getting electrocuted, or I mean burn the whole car, not electrocuted, but burn the whole car, wiring, I think. I don't know. Another thing what I was thinking is like drill a hole in the plugs here, like a small hole, like sort of like the center in there, put the plug back in there, so if any animals get in there, it will be a really small animal. So you know, it's just an idea of what you can do. Well, I just pour water on the top of the roof, and for my surprise, I see water coming in there. Just so you guys know, it was on the top of the car. I'll put water on top here on this groove on the driver's side, and somehow this water traveled through the grooves here, and it ended up going to the passenger door. Crazy. So since I know that the water is coming somewhere inside here, I don't know if you can be able to see that. Let me see. I'm not pouring more water anymore, but you can see I'm gonna have somebody to probably help me to pour water over there so you guys can see. But for now, I think I'm just gonna take this cover off to see where that water actually coming from. It's coming straight in here. Something definitely is wrong in there. Well, I was looking through the trim of this, and I was looking water spot going up. So I took this off, the trim off. Trim basically just pull it out. It just sit right in there, and I can see on the top here, where the beginning of the console, whatever that is, starts. I can see wet spot. So that tells me water possibly coming through here. And since everything, all this plastic in there, you just go through the metal, go straight down, and make yourself a puddle there. So I'm gonna have somebody to pour water over there so I can show you guys. We're gonna put water on the top roof right now, so we can see. My suspicion was coming through here, through the passenger side. So let's see. So let's see if we can spot where it's coming from. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See how much is coming? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's too much. That's way too much. Look at that. And it goes straight. Guess where it's going to? Look at those wires. And you have power and everything in there. It goes straight in the whatchamacallit. Look at that. It's straight in the cables there. That's not good. But we gotta find out where it's coming from. So I keep following it, and so far it's somewhere in here. So I have no idea It's coming from the roof, actually. It's from the top. This is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So that means the seals are bad over there somewhere. Look at that. So look where it's coming from. Coming straight from here. Straight from here. Straight up through there. So I'm surprised I haven't seen nothing in there. Look at that. This is not good. I just opened the top of the roof to see how does it look in the top. I'll show you. Oh man, it's super hard to see with the camera, but it is water in there. It seems like it's a water drain that is on the top of the vehicle. If you can see the bottom, that's the driver's side on the left, and then in this corner here you won't be able to see, probably right there. I don't know if you can see it there on your left. It looked like a drain that is clogged up, and that's the reason why it's pushing the water that way. Look at this side. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, right there. Look, it's a big puddle there. I'm gonna see if I can unclog that. Hopefully that will do it. As we know, these drain things are clogged up right here. See it better right there? I'm gonna take some screws that are on top here with a 5/16 bit, look like this. So I'm gonna take all of them, so give me some space to see what I can do with it to unclog that. Just remove the 4 little screws, so now this give me some space to work with it. Working here. There you go. Now I can see if I can unclog that. Right now I'm at the local car wash over here. So what I gonna try to do is hit that with a whole bunch of water in there, with the high pressure water. I think the ideal would be if, like with the air compressor or something, but since I don't have that, I'm gonna try to shoot a whole bunch of water in there. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna try to park like from the driver's side, like this area, to be like an incline like that. That way this side will be higher than the back. That way the water it goes back this way, because it seems like when I park that way, when I park like this on a small hill that I got, it seems like all the water for the rain, it comes over here, and since this is clogged up, the water got nowhere to go and it start overflowing, and it goes on that area over there, on that area. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully that this will work. There it is. Let's see how this works. As you can see right there, I'm about to hit it with a whole bunch of pressure. Hopefully that unclogged it up. And then I'm gonna do the same thing at the other side. Okay, I just finished doing that. You can see the water. You'll be able to see how the water goes down to this thing. I could not record because that thing have a lot of pressure in it, but it was a lot of pressure on that thing. So that should do it, I think. For the most part, I think that's unclogged. It's a big difference now. I was able to see the water actually going out and in both ends. So, but it will help also to keep the front of the car like this, not like this. You gotta keep the front of the car like this on a hill, or even if you don't have a hill and it's flat, just trying to keep it flat. Don't keep the front of the car like this, because water gonna accumulate on this area here on the front. See, the driver is gonna accumulate the water, too much water here, and these little holes there are not gonna be able to drain it quicker. So that will be one of the things you can do. But I'm gonna put all this back the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna see if I can let this dry, and then if you can find the leak, like I said, you can leave those open, and or if not, you can drill a hole in there and then go from there, or you can buy a cover and cover the car. That's probably the cheapest way. Doing this, if you take it to a dealer, they're gonna charge you a lot, because they're gonna, trying to find the where the leaks starts and everything, how to fix it, all that good stuff. So this job right here, if I would have took it to a dealer, they would have charged me like at least $3,000. So consider do it yourself. Thank you for watching. So in resume, you do a test. For example, you start here, pouring water here, see where the water goes, and then before you pour the water in there, you take the carpet down to see how bad is the front, because usually if you got it in the back, it's most likely in the front too. So you check that, and then once you have this part done like that, and if you pour water in those vents and nothing happening, you don't see no water, then most likely it's gotta be in the roof. So what you do is you check the top, all the grooves, all the seals and everything, and then pour water. If you have somebody to pour water on top, while you check on the bottom. If it's nothing, if it's no water, you don't see water, then it's probably like coming from a different place. But in my case, the water it came from the top here, on the top. These things were clogged up with dirt. So that's it. It's very important to fix it because it got so many wires under there. I'm gonna leave this dry out, and then I'm gonna put everything back.